Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are fine. Yesterday we completed question number 10. Now we will continue with question number 11 from page number 69. Filling the blanks. You have to fill the following blanks using the laws of exponents. Let's have a look. In question number 11 part 1 we have 5 raised to power 10. When divided by 5 raised to power 8 we got 1 by 5. What should be the power then? This is our blank here. So what is the law of exponent? Says that whenever two bases are dividing, so their exponents will be subtract from each other. So subtracting 10 from 8 from 10 we got 5 square, but we need 1 over 5. I can write it as 1 over 5 raised to power minus 2. Whenever a number moves its place, means it becomes denominator or either it will become numerator, then the exponent sign will be changed. So it will become 5 raised to power minus 2. So it can be written as whole power of minus 2, because 1 power of minus 2 will always 1. So we have the blank is minus 2. So you will write minus 2 over there. In part 2 we have the same type of question, but the both bases are multiplying with each other, so their powers will be add 4 plus minus 3 plus minus minus 4 minus 3 1. Understand? But we have minus 3 by 2 and we left with minus 2 by 3. So it means that we should invert the places of 2 and 3. By inverting places, the exponent will also change its sign. Here we have plus 1. When the terms changes its place, means 2 becomes denominator and 3 becomes numerator. Then the sign of exponent will be changed. Plus 1 will become minus 1. So minus 1 will be your blank answer. Moving towards part 3, let's have a look. We have this type of question. So when both bases are dividing with each other, their exponents will subtract from each other. So we will subtract 2 from 4. Then we are left with minus 5 square. As we have only 5, so you will separate minus and 5. Minus square will become plus and 5 square. We are left with 5 square. So what is the power of 5? Which is 2. So you will fill the blank with 2 only. Students, now in question number 12 we are given with, if a block weighs 5 raised to power 2 kg, what would be the weight of a wall built with 5 raised to power 4 such blocks? So we have 5 raised to power 2 kg of block. One block is of 5 raised to power 2 kg, means 5 5s are 25 kg. So what would be the weight of 5 raised to power 4 such blocks? Let's have a look. Now weight of a block is equals to 5 raised to power 2. By unitary method you can find the weight of 5 raised to power 4 such blocks. Understand? So by multiplying 5 square into 5 raised to power 4, we got 5 raised to power 4, means you will multiply 5 with 5 4 times. Understand? You got 625 and 5 square is equal to 25. When you multiply 625 into 25, you will get 15625. So weight of 5 raised to power 4 such blocks is 15625. Students, now in question number 13 we have Nadeem on the poultry farm. If there are 21 raised to power 2 hens on the farm and each hen lays 2 square every day, how many eggs would Nadeem have in a week? There are total hens 21 square and each hen lays 2 square eggs. So you have to find the total number of eggs in a week. Let's have a look. Students, as we are given with, we have total hens 21 square, which means you have to multiply 21 with itself. You will get 441. Understand? The total number of hens in the poultry farm is 441. Each hen lays eggs, which is 2 square. 2 2s are 4. Then the total number of eggs in a day. What number of eggs will we get in a day? 4. Number of eggs in a day by each hen multiply by total number of hens. 4 multiplied by 441, you will get 1764. Now these are the eggs in a day. Understand? So you have to find eggs in a week. As we have 7 days in a week, so you will multiply 1764 with 7 to get number of eggs in a week. We got 1 2 3 4 8 eggs in a week. Students, now in question number 15 we have Haris owns 2 raised to power 6 toy cars. If he gives an equal number of cars to 16 children, how many cars does each child get? Now as we are given with Haris owns toy cars 2 raised to power 6, which means he has 64 toy cars, and we have number of children is equals to 16. So how many toy cars will each child will get? You have to divide 64 by 16, then you will get 4. So you will conclude that every child will get 4 toy cars. Hope you understand that. You have to complete question number 11 to 15 on your NEET registers. Thank you students. Allah Hafiz. Now in question number 14 we have a collector divided 48 beads equally into different containers. If there are 4 square containers, how many beads are contained in each container? Let's have a look. We have number of containers is equals to 4 square, which means 4 multiplied by 4 is equals to 16, and number of beads is equals to 48. When they are equally distributed among containers, then divide number of beads with containers. So 48 divided by 16, we got 16 3s are 48. So we will say that there are 3 beads that are equally distributed in all containers.